reporting successful jump procedure.
Roger that. Begin field-based setup.
Imagine having the technology to create a one-way teleporter to the far side of the Milky Way. Picture then using it to send an advanced scout in a highly advanced AI mech suit to build a gate on the other side through which to transport colonists and research materials. Imagine that the world on the other side is unbelievably beautiful, a cornucopia of resources, alien fauna and life-altering flora. Now envisage strip mining the ever-loving shit out of it, massacring thousands of indigenous life forms and tearing up miles and miles of untouched rainforest. Welcome to the Riftbreaker, where humans are shit.
Hey, Adam from GodIsAGeek.com here. Sorry to interrupt, but if you wouldn't mind just hitting the big old subscribe button and maybe the bell to notify you of every new video we release, we'd be really grateful. Thank you so much and enjoy the video.
Jokes aside though, the premise of the Riftbreaker may be morally questionable in the real world, but for a video game, it's a perfect framework. As Ashley Nowac, your job is simple though far from easy. You're on Galatea to construct a rift gate that will allow humanity to spread itself further across the galaxy. At one point though, Ashley says to her AI mech suit Mr. Riggs that humanity isn't even in danger. There's no urgency here. It's a line that stuck with me because I automatically assumed the colonisation was a desperate attempt to save the human race. It's not, so I feel like you could probably accomplish this goal without reducing vast tracts of woodland to smouldering ash. The Riftbreaker is a fairly unique game though. While you'll have no doubt seen its mechanics at use elsewhere many times, few titles have successfully combined all of its many elements. It's at once a survival sim, a base building RTS, a tower defense game and an action RPG. Upon reaching Galatea, your first job is to find carbon deposits to construct a base. From there you'll be looking for steel and cobalt and various other resources. You'll need to erect power supplies such as solar arrays and wind turbines, defences like cannons, walls and repair towers. As the game progresses, you'll research and develop new buildings and technologies, with the ultimate goal being the construction of the rift gate itself. However, this wouldn't be an RTS if the entire planet wasn't working against you. At first, your primary worry is the encroaching swarm of canine-like aliens that you'll mow through without breaking a sweat. The countryside will be smeared with their well-stomped entrails as you construct strip mining facilities and storage centres to hoard minerals and plant matter and meat. Unfortunately, the alien life continues to get larger, harder to kill and more aggressive as the days go by. You are constantly preparing for the next attack, frantically repairing damaged buildings and defences. Most of the time you'll be given a 2-minute warning before an attack hits you, but in the later game they'll often come at you from 2 or 3 fronts. Some of the aliens go down pretty easy, others are hulking armoured killing machines. Now and then it feels like you're not given time to recover from one attack before another one is announced. As you wander the wilds in search of minerals and secrets and abandoned alien technology, you'll find packs of hostile fauna. Sometimes Mr. Riggs will send you to find a nest or destroy a rampaging monster. At other times you might need to seek out alien ruins or other points of interest. Thankfully you can teleport back to base to heal, and you can construct additional portals all over the map. The RPG elements come into play as you unlock new tech. The 3 research trees are huge and enable you to craft new guns and weaponry, special armour, even moves like an evasive dodge roll. There are so many new buildings, items and skills to unlock that it will take hours and hours to attain everything. Perhaps surprisingly, the Riftbreaker only has 2 end states. You'll either construct the gate or your base will be destroyed in the process. Each time you die you'll respawn at the headquarters, the only penalty being having to trek back to your body to reclaim your guns. As long as your headquarters building survives every encounter, the rest is just a war of attrition. You'll build and improve defences and the planet will repeatedly try to kill you. If it's not alien swarms, it's the weather. High winds increase your turbine power, but low winds are no good for you whatsoever. Heavy rain or nightfall renders your solar panels useless. Resources run dry, forcing you to relocate your harvesters, pushing you further and further afield. Meteor storms can be utterly devastating at any point in the playthrough. Each biome and all these effects are procedural, so you'll never know exactly what to expect. One thing that remains constant though is how beautiful the Riftbreaker is. It's a stunning game with bright neon flora, colourful alien life, towering crystalline rock formations. The landscape is a riot of colour and style quite unlike anything else. The Riftbreaker is a genuine challenge though. One minute you're wading through floods of enemies with an 8-foot titanium broadsword and a flamethrower, the next you're desperately trying to rebuild defences before a meteor rain obliterates you. Ashley and Mr. Riggs will warn you of impending danger and quip back and forth between exposition or dialogue. It's not the best script or delivery, but it's passable. My only real issues stem from the port itself. This was built as a PC game, which I previewed quite some time ago, and so even playing on PS5 I'm stuck with a rather clumsy cursor. The building placement suffers as a result, and it's quite easy to accidentally drop things in the wrong place. You can't undo drops without actively selecting the demolish icon either. The autosave also causes the action to pause for a few seconds every time, which is annoying more than anything. As a hybrid title, the Riftbreaker succeeds in most areas. The survival mode feels almost pointless, as the end objective is the same and it just sifts around a few parameters each time. The campaign, however, is superb. Yes, the challenge is pretty steep, but perseverance will get you through in the end, and for that reason I'm going to score the Riftbreaker an 8 out of 10.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
Research completed.
Hi there, this is Mick Fraser. Hope you enjoyed that review of the Riftbreaker on PS5. It's also available on Xbox Series X and PC. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe. Maybe tag that bell icon too so you're kept up to date with everything we post going forward. You can also support us via Patreon if you want to. We really appreciate everything that you guys do for us. There's even a Discord setup now that you can jump into and have a chat with us about games, the weather, whatever takes your fancy on a given day. In the meantime, I've been Mick Fraser for God is a Geek, and you guys have been lovely. Bye.